Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Luigi Lux channel. It's where we're going to be speaking about football. And we normally I'd try, I'll create a video or two and then I'll delete it and I won't do no videos for a long time. And then all of a sudden we'll do another 1-2 videos. So, and then we'll say, yeah, the channel's going to be up and running, but nothing ever happens about it. It's just, it's down to my poor health, poor mental health as well. And the fact that I don't really want to deal with people in the comments, do you know what I mean? Like mentioning certain things or saying nasty stuff just to be nasty, But yeah, we're going to try it again. But yeah, welcome to Luigi Lux channel, guys. We're going to be speaking about a lot of footy ball. So I just wanted to give you my first opinion of the World Cup and what happened, purely with England more than anything. But yeah, I just wanted to say, obviously I was a big Southgate fan, having grown up in the 90s, witnessing all these so-called magical England sides with magical England players fail and come well off, and fall well off the pace, getting nowhere near as close as what our recent crop of English players have done. And it made me proud. I started getting to the point, especially with the England-Iceland game, and obviously a few others. I started getting to the point where I just thought, you know what? It doesn't really matter who we have in our team. We're never going to win it. We're just not that type of nation. We feel the pressure too much. We want it too much, and purely due to the Premier League, there's too much competition between the English players. As well as the fact that the pool of English players has become smaller and smaller due to the influx in foreign talent in the Premier League. So there's having said that, very quickly, most of our English talent, or some of it, is going abroad. Obviously Bellingham, Germany, Spain, was an easy one to point out as an example there. But Sancho, when he went to Borussia Dortmund, obviously not there anymore, but some of these players, Gordon going to Barcelona this summer, Rashford went to Barcelona last summer, so all of these players going abroad and getting that experience and sort of getting away from the English media, I think has actually done them good. Obviously can't speak for Gordon since he's just made that move, but I just feel, like maybe by name on paper, you wouldn't swap Rashford for Beckham, or you wouldn't swap Saka for Beckham, but these players have done so much better than what I would have hoped for, and Southgate made me so proud that I wanted to keep him as my manager. I feel he deserves the credit for the cohesion, the togetherness, the morale, the strength between those players in that squad. Okay, Tuchel picked some players that Southgate hadn't have picked before, but purely because Southgate had the knowledge, the experience of what those players would bring and could bring to the England side during a national tournament. I did not like one bit the side that Tuchel picked. However, they performed better and better as the tournament got on, and better than I thought they would. Having watched us in those 3 group games, I really felt, there's no way if we're coming up against a few good sides, like Norway, who were in form, performing really well, we would struggle. But we, technically, we didn't. We looked really, really good. We looked organised in most parts of the game. We looked comfortable. We looked in control. Obviously, you're not ever going to be in control of a full 90-minute game. Never. There will always be an opportunity or two for the opposition side. There will always be mistakes. Whether the opposition will take advantage of those is another question. So yeah, I feel we should have beaten Argentina. I think we should have got to the final. I did say to like family and friend members that England, Spain will be the final. Spain broke our hearts before, so it would be nice if we could get to the final against Spain to break their hearts. Unfortunately, that never happened, and I do believe if we had got to the final, we would have broke their hearts. I believe we would have had so much motivation to beat them, considering they beat us in the final previously of the Euros. I believe it was to get a revenge, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Do I want Tuchel to stay? well, we're not going to sack him and get Southgate back. So I'd say, yeah, I don't want a new manager. I believe England would be better if we have a manager who has experience of previous tournaments. And I believe the passion that Tuchel showed on the touchline was inspiring. I also believe that there were some players he left home that if they had a good season, they would have been on a plane. Whether they would have made a massive difference, who knows? Nobody knows. So technically, I think that maybe he should go to, should keep his England job, regardless of the tactics he's shown against Argentina. Yeah, I don't think Pep Guardiola's ready, to be honest, to become a manager, especially recently after turning down the Italian job, saying it's more for personal reasons. I believe that maybe after the Euros, Pep could be available. So why get rid of someone like Tuchel now to get someone else in to get rid of them come after the Euros, depending on how successful they are. So, but I'd love Pep Guardiola in charge. He is the best manager over the last 20 years, 100%. There's no doubt about that. Whether you want to say it's because he's always had a great side, money to spend, especially in a German league with not a lot of competition, but Premier League, let's face it, the Premier League hasn't had much competition fighting for those titles, especially with Man City and how they achieved that with the 1-1-5 and getting round rules and manipulating stuff. So I don't know, he's a brilliant manager, but you have to look at that and say, well, do you know what I mean? Like if Gary O'Neill was in charge of Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Man City, would he have won all those titles? Do you know what I mean? You don't know, because I've been really impressed with Gary O'Neill. But getting into another subject. But yeah, so if that's for me, I've always wanted an Englishman as an English manager. But if we could get Pep Guardiola and we're still not successful by the time we get him, if we get him, then I'd be more than happy to try to have a go and to try it with Pep as our guy going forward. So but yeah, Tuchel for the Euros. We'll see if the likes of Palmer and Phil Foden and other guys are available for that Euros. Hopefully they are. I would love one last go for the likes of like Harry Kane and maybe certain other players. Not Jordan Henderson though. He's done. He's done out here, bruv. He's cooked, man. We don't need no Hendo in the team anymore. I know he's great for team morale, but if he's that fucking good, take him as a coach. Do you know what I mean? Like you took that goalkeeper steal, as a coach. Take Jordan Hendo as a coach. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that would be about it. Do I believe we can do it? Yeah, I'm more confident now than I ever have been. Is that a bad thing? Possibly. But yeah, you can see we've had an opportunity to win it on the last few occasions, the Euros. So I'm hoping with the experience, maybe Harry Kane's last tournament, we've got a great chance for the next Euros, even under Tuchel. And I hope he's learnt his lesson with the defensive side of that game against Argentina. Only time will tell, but how they performed against France was fantastic in a way, and also a little bit sour grapes as well. But yeah, we'll see what the future holds. But yeah, and just wanted to say well done and congratulations to Spain. They were one of the better sides in the team. You would have to say they're the best side because they won it, but for me, England were one of the better teams in the tournament, and it's just a shame we didn't win, man. It really is a shame. I'd love it to come home, to finally witness that, to experience that joy in the country would be amazing. But the Euros are back in the UK and Ireland for the next Euros, so really happy about that. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get rid of that TV shining on my face. Let me get rid of it. 2 seconds. Beep. There we go. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood. Come on, you Lions. But yeah, nice one, guys. Have a good day, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.